Okay, so today we'll be building a small web app for displaying and playing videos on the iPhone using the SesameVault API. We'll be writing this in PHP because we have a nice PHP library for interfacing with our API. We also have one for Ruby, or you could always just talk to our API directly. So I've signed up for an account and uploaded some videos, as you can see. So let's start building our app. We'll need just two files. The first is the SesameVault API library in PHP, and the second is a blank index file. Let's start by putting together an empty HTML template, just to make sure that it works on the iPhone. For lack of a better title, we're going to call this app SesameVault. Now, because we're designing this specifically for the iPhone, we're going to want to give the device a few instructions on how to render the page so as to make it feel more like a native iPhone app. And we're going to do this in the head using a meta tag. The first thing we're going to do is set the width of the page equal to the device width, so that it doesn't matter if the iPhone is in landscape mode or portrait mode, the web page will always take up the entire width of the device. The next thing we're going to do is not allow zooming in and out of the page. We're going to do this by setting maximum scale and initial scale to 1.0. And finally, we want to hide the URL bar once the page loads, because it just gets in the way. And we can do that with a little bit of JavaScript. We're going to tell the page to scroll down just 1 pixel, which should force the iPhone to hide the URL bar. So now let's get a listing of our videos. I'm going to do that with some PHP up here. The first thing we're going to do is require the SesameVault API library. And then we're going to create a SesameVault session using the SesameVault session class. Now this takes in 2 parameters, the username and password of your account, or alternatively you can use an API key if you want. So our username is SesameVault and our password is happy. So now we'll use this to get a list of videos in our account using the videos method. Now by default this will get all the videos in your account, but we just want to get the publicly accessible videos. When you upload videos to SesameVault, they're private by default, and you have to toggle them public. And we only want those. So we're going to pass in a hash here and tell it we just want public videos. Now, all videos in SesameVault get automatically transcoded into a number of different profiles. The one we're interested for this app specifically is the iPod/iPhone profile. So we want to get information on that one. So we do that with include profile. And it's called iPod 5Gen. So this should return an array of all the videos we're looking for. So let's loop through them and display them. See what we got. For each video, we'll create a div, and we'll display, for now, just the title and the description. And we'll put the description in a p tag. Now we're going to want to be able to actually watch these videos. And to do that, we're going to need to grab their URL. Now, each video has multiple profiles, and the one we are looking for is the iPod one. and we'll grab its URL. Some profiles have multiple URLs, for example, streaming versus download, but this one just has one. And while we're at it, let's grab the thumbnail. You can build the URL for this using the ID of the video. And we're going to want to set its width to 90 pixels. And now that we have those, we're going to throw them inside an embed tag down here in the div so that we can actually see them. We're going to set the source of the embed tag to the thumbnail URL, so when the page loads, we see the thumbnail. And we're going to set its href to the URL for the video, so when you click on the thumbnail, it plays the video. And we're going to set the target to the embed tag. We're going to set the width, again, to 90 pixels, and the height to 66 pixels. And then we'll throw in some extra embed tag goodness. Okay, let's save some room by aligning the embed tag left. So right now we're displaying the title and description, but we also probably want to display the duration of the video and the date that it was added. So date added is simply inside the video array. Now this value is an ugly RFC encoded string, and we want to make it prettier. So we're going to use the PHP function string2time, which should convert it to a timestamp. And then we're going to use the date function to convert the timestamp into something that is pretty. And we'll pick the format month, day, and year. Likewise, we're going to want to grab the duration. And this is